What's up, YouTube? Mini Minchino here, and welcome back to another episode of Creative Builds. Last time, we polished off this area here, finally completing our cave home with a nice backyard. It's a little bit strange it's standing out like this, but, you know, I kind of want to go with an interesting, like, every build is different kind of thing, and yet it's like a modern town place sort of thing. I gotta decide where some of these bridges connecting this area is gonna go. Like, am I gonna have them be low bridges, or are they gonna be, whoops, there's a thing there, or are they gonna be just coming off of here, just going right up and across, whatever. I feel like it's gonna depend on what is going to be across from here. And also I gotta have bridges connecting up to the front of the house, because it's weird that it's just kind of on a cliff and stuff. But I'm not gonna worry about that right now. I think what I'd like to do is pretty much, I don't want to do entirely houses for this town, but I do want to start in on the next build. So basically what I want to do is bring everything down to this level and start, it's kind of gonna be like a house slash cave, but it's gonna be more of a house, I guess. So I just kind of want to bring a good portion of it down to this height kind of deal, and you know, just kind of open it up so I can work with it properly and stuff. See, this kind of goes into this, and it's actually surprisingly expansive. So, but then it comes out around here and stuff too. So I don't know how exactly I'm going to do this. Like, do I want to just like rip this whole section out, which is gonna be a lot. Yeah, because it'd have to come like right up in here. So I'm not entirely sure if I want to do that specifically and build like a big thing. I'm kind of tempted to actually do like a mountainside house without actually being a mountainside thing, but it's gonna go along the land sort of deal. I haven't fully thought out what I'm doing for this house just yet, so I kind of just want to start with a foundation, or like sort of build something up to see if ideas happen. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, I think, and yeah, I'm thinking I shall possibly meet up with you when this area has been pretty much flattened, at least the area that I'd like to work with for starters anyway. So give me one moment and I will be right back. Okay guys, we are back. Sorry about the wait, which actually would have only been like a second for you guys, so I'm honestly not sure why I'm apologizing, but I went ahead and dug out this really big area here. Now, I was originally gonna make it like partly cave and stuff like that, but you know what? I think we're gonna save the cave build for another day, and we're just gonna work on a nice big old house right here. And yeah, it's gonna kind of come out a little bit. It's gonna be, you know, partly in the ground, but, you know, partly above ground and stuff. So we're probably gonna pare this land back a bit here. There was a bit of cave that I did cut off over here. I decided not to go with using most of it. So there's stuff here that I gotta fill in actually, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick. Actually, I'm only seeing this now, so I'm like, ooh. Should probably do that, but it's confession time, you guys. I don't actually have a proper plan for this house. I don't know what I'm gonna do for it just yet, and that's a little bit problematic, as you would think that, you know, me being me and a YouTuber and a Minecrafter and all such shenanigans, that I would plan something like this out. And you know, you would be absolutely correct actually in assuming that I would, but I have not, so we have to figure this out. I may end up coming back through here and like flattening some stuff out for like a yard and stuff like that up here. But who knows? What I may consider doing is like just doing a nice big giant yard, like coming out here and stuff, because like these two are nice nestled in close together and things like that. So maybe say around here I'll have like the pathway going up to the backyard, which is going to be like a pretty decent sized area back here kind of thing. And then after we do this house, I'm going to take a break from houses and do some other important facilities that are needed for this town to live and thrive and stuff like that. But I think we have a nice little collection of builds out here. They're all like nestled in this big old area. But I think it's time to just kind of move a little bit. And by that I mean like, what, 10 blocks? That's not really moving out very far, but you know, that's okay. So the blocks I've decided to use for the majority of this are like birch logs and quartz. I don't know, stripped birch wood, I mean, and quartz. I don't know how well that's gonna work. But we're gonna try making a little bit of an outline in the remainder of the episode and see if I can't try building in a slightly different style, because this is all about me just kind of expanding my horizons a little tiny bit, you know? So I want to start out by designing some of the walls. This is not going to include like the very outer detail of the place or anything like that. I'm going to actually remove these guys. I don't know why I didn't before, but we're going to do that real quick. I seem to be forgetting details and be like, oh, we're going to do this real quick. We're going to do that real quick. Like, geez. Okay, well that was actually not... This is actually going fairly quickly. I'm just fumbling on what I want to eliminate here. So, we're gonna... Okay, perfect. So, I was watching one of Wells Knight's videos today. And, for those of you who don't know, he's a member of the Hermitcraft server, which is like just an online server that, you know, a good bunch of YouTubers play on and stuff like that. And he's suggested in one of his videos about tips on how to build better is to start out with a box. I think I'm gonna try that method and see what's up, because this one I kind of did room by room and decorated it later and stuff like that, which did work for me, as you can tell. But this way that I'm thinking of is a little bit more planned and stuff like that. So we're gonna start making that plan. Can I sleep? No. We have to deal with the rain? That's annoying. Okay, sorry guys. We have to deal with the rain, apparently. If it would stop, that'd be fantastic. I swear to God it's almost nighttime though, but it's actually very dark, and it's gonna hurt my eyeballs quite a bit. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna bring this pathway down a little bit, actually. I may consider starting to bring it down from here and just like have it as, I don't know, just kind of have it, I don't even know what I'm thinking. Just kind of like carve into the land a little bit here to flatten this area out a tiny bit and slope it down. I don't know. I kind of like this as is though, so maybe I'll want to start sloping this down or something. That might be what I gotta do. But for now, we're gonna start building and deal with the rain, I guess. So we're gonna start by building a nice big, rather sizable box here. Now, here is gonna be, I think, one of the entrances. So I'm gonna want this to be like, kind of like that, I guess. Or would I prefer just not having it come out that much and having this a big yard and having the house itself be a little bit on this? It's still going to be pretty big, to be fair. So let's start with this then and kind of have it, whoops, kind of have it come out, say, right around here. So this is going to be like the last block here. So we're going to outline this in quartz and see what happens. We're gonna try to do something a little bit different, and I have no idea what direction this is gonna end up going in. I'm not even entirely sure what sort of style I want to build in, if I can be quite honest with you guys, because I've never really done planned out builds like this, and the rain can definitely stand to disappear. I still haven't sorted out the mushrooms, but I will, I promise. But yeah, like, I just wanna kind of figure out what sort of style I'm going to be building in, and just sort of plan out what I'm going to do. This doesn't exactly include the interior just yet, but I want to try expanding my horizons and building in a bit of a different style and seeing how well that works out for me. Excuse me. Because I feel like if I'm going to do a town, it should be planned out a little bit better, right? So, you know, these are homes. This is obviously going to be the residential area. So what I want to have for my plan is to have like bridges reaching across to the business area, across the river sort of deal. So I originally had these here as a planned bridge to build like a house here and stuff. And I actually did clear out land here to build, but I don't know if I'm actually going to do that. We'll see. I'm gonna keep that there. It's a thing. But ultimately, I wanted a bridge, like a nice sizable bridge coming out here and then linking over there and possibly that way? I don't know yet. I could stand to have a build here, actually. That might look pretty good. But we'll see. So, I gotta plan that out better, and what better way to start than figuring out how to plan out a decent house. See, this here can be yard slash pathway, you know, slash transition off to the other side kind of deal. So, you know, that could be a thing. Now, I want this to kind of be, I'm not sure. How high, let's start with how tall do I want this? So maybe this is 1. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, so that makes it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from there. Do I want it 5 tall or do I want it 4 tall? Maybe I'll go with 4. Right? So, part of doing that is to make like a frame for this, and we're gonna try doing that. This might help make the town even better if I can pull this off in a pretty productive way, you know? So, I would like to see if I can learn from Wells Knight and the other hermits to kind of improve my Minecraft building skills. And who knows, maybe eventually my technical shenanigans too. Because I'm not very good at the technical side of Minecraft when it comes to like redstone and stuff. So, you know, this is home planning with Maymanchino. We'll see how well this works. I have no idea if it will or not, but we're gonna give it a try. And I feel like that's what this is all about, is giving things a try and seeing how things work out. Now, I feel like this is rather big, and I'm thinking a second floor is necessary for this home, and I'm thinking, excuse me, I'm thinking I'd like a decent sized porch area, you know? So maybe what I want to do is, how many blocks is this even? So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. Maybe I'll go in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So maybe on the 6th block, we'll come in maybe 3. 1, 2, 3. So if we come in 4, actually, that gives us a 3-block porch, right? Which means I'm not gonna fill in walls just yet, but I am gonna work on like a frame, like a wire frame type dealio, and this is going to hopefully help us determine where stuff's gonna go. Now, that means this guy comes down here. So ideally, this is going to be like open, and there's probably going to be a post here of some variety. This is where the roof is going to start, or like the overhang for the roof kind of thing. So what I'm probably going to want to do is the next part of the house is probably actually just going to start in here and come in this way, right? Instead of going over the porch and being a little bit weird, right? So it's gonna come in kind of like this, and then Yeah, so we're gonna go something like this. And we're just gonna try to do our best with what we have and figure something else out here. Now, I'm gonna probably want this to be, didn't want to break that. I'm probably gonna want this to be, like floor tall as well. But I'm just gonna build up the wall here and just be like, boom. So this is gonna be the floor of the next floor, if that makes any sense. So from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, which shouldn't be too bad for a roof, I guess it's a roof. Well, no, it's not a roof. The walls, the wall height. And then we gotta work out a roof shape. And I don't want the roof to be like super tall, but I don't want it to be super like narrow either. So 1, 2, 3, 4, because this is already getting fairly tall, right? So we're gonna try to work on things as best we can. And I should have probably considered another color besides quartz for the outline, but you know, we'll see. I feel like quartz will be a decent accent color for this. This is already looking like modern art, isn't it? My goodness. Okay. This could work though. This place could actually have a bit of a yard, or again, more bridging and pathways and other such shenanigans that'll make this kind of awesome. But yeah, we're gonna do pretty much what we can here, and just kind of finish creating our thing. And this is me trying to figure out a build on the fly. So normally, because I've built like replicas and I kind of know roughly the size of things already, and I already have the thought in my head of what things are gonna be, I don't do this. But this is a brand new build, and the cave, I just sort of carved out things that kind of looked like a room and then just adapted them from there. But this is just straight up from scratch, in the air, just off the top of my head. So this is gonna be where the floor is at. Yeah, I'll cover this. Just to kind of, again, get the idea across. I feel like we're gonna have to work with stuff in the interior anyway. So I'm probably gonna put like accents on the very, very outside. So these are going to be the physical walls and stuff. The floor is gonna get changed out, and everything's gonna get sorted out and look better. I just want to create this outline and see what we can come up with for like a basic outline of a design, and see what we can do basically. So let's kind of go through like that, and boop, and plug you. See, it doesn't, I know it does not look very good right now. It's not supposed to be at the moment. You know, planning stages for things often don't end up looking like the final product at all. That is something I've often struggled with when it came to art and drawing and things. Like, I'm always like, why does this not look like this yet? And then things get shaped and figured out later. You know, I don't often work with guidelines and things like that like this, because they often don't make sense to me. However, the desire for a plan does in fact make sense to me. So now, where am I going to want the door for this place? Am I going to want it tucked into the side? Like maybe so, perhaps? No, let's outline this guy. Yeah, that's right. Because again, this is going to be the floor as well. I'm filling this in just so it makes sense in my head, because the holes here trip me out a little bit. So that's going to be filled in. That's going to be where the entrance is. This could possibly be like a window or something. Or perhaps I'd like the entrance to be here. Maybe that would work better, because then I can have a bigger window here. I think that might be a thing. That might be a thing to do. Let's get out maybe some slabs and see if we can work out like a roof shape for for this kind of thing. I feel like a slabbed roof will work really well, and we can kind of figure things out. How are we doing for time, actually? I've been rambling on and on for a while, and I feel like, I don't know, just damn. Okay. So we got our slabos here. Now, I'd like to just throw these up and see what we can come up with, I guess. So let's see. If I go straight like this, how will this work? How will this look if I do something along these lines? Now, that's obviously gonna get torn out, right? And then that's also gonna get, no, geez, no, there we go. That's gonna get torn out. That might not look terrible as far as, you know, design goes. Again, materials are gonna be switched out, so this is gonna look very, very strange for a while. But I feel like, maybe it should kind of stay at this level, because I don't want like the biggest slope. So maybe just plug it in right here. Maybe just kind of roll with this, and just kind of have just a slight little something something there, which I probably could have done with like quartz stairs, possibly. We'll see. Or maybe I do kind of want a little overhang, and that's gonna come here, right? So that's gonna be kind of like this, and that's gonna kind of sit like that, I guess, and come around here. You know what? Maybe I'll just delete that and worry about extra detail later, because I could always do something unique later on. Am I feeling that, or just do I want to just slightly lower anyway? Do I want it just slightly up? How would I like this to go is the question. I suppose we could always tweak stuff later, right? So it makes sense now to design like a roof for this. So I kind of want something simple, right? So I don't want it to go up too far, but I don't want it to be like too gigantic either. This is already looking like a fairly large build. I feel like back here is going to be kind of where the stairs end up, because let's actually see here. We're gonna have something interesting happening here, I feel like, you guys. Yeah, so in here could probably be where the stairs go and stuff like that. We could probably have like living room here, and then like or possibly living room here, kitchen right here, stairs going up. I don't know, maybe a bathroom kind of in the wall kind of thing, who knows. But we can do the dividing of walls later. I just kind of wanted to have an idea of where the stairs might go, but they might go there. We'll see in a little bit. But I feel like, actually, I might need to sleep on this design a bit. I feel like, you know, we've been at it for a little while, and we've come up with this sort of basic outline, I guess. And I don't think it looks horrible in terms of outlines. In terms of an actual build, it looks very strange, if I can be quite honest. So we're gonna go ahead and just kind of sleep on this for a little bit. I think we've done more than enough for an episode today. We've hit about 25 minutes. So I'm gonna let you guys go. You guys can let me know what you think down in the comments, because I love hearing from y'all. But yeah, guys, for now, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, Minnie out.